Hey, immigrant business owners, immigrant entrepreneurs, immigrants who want to be entrepreneurs and business owners. This video is for you. I want to talk about in this video some of the advantages that you have over non-immigrants, over US citizens when it comes to starting a business. If I haven't connected with you yet, it's so nice to meet you. My name is Adina Applebaum. I am the co-founder of Immigrant Finance. I am also an immigration attorney and accredited financial counselor. And most recently, I like to refer to myself as a financial empowerment strategist, since it really sums up a lot of the things that I do in immigrant finance, including both helping people learn how to build wealth with their finances, with investing, and then also the business coaching I do and the business strategy that I love helping people with to start businesses that can change the world. So let's talk about what some of those advantages are. And you can check out in the description below a blog post we have going into this in more detail. So I'm going to cover three. Number one, bringing diverse perspectives and cultural insights. So if you're an immigrant, or even if you're a child of immigrants and you have immigrant family members, you're going to have a different perspective than others in the market, than other business owners, because you know what it's like to walk both worlds, to see and know and learn things beyond and across borders. You know what it's like for there to be different perspectives. You've likely seen, different cultural practices and ways of thinking and ways of speaking and languages in your country of origin or in your family's country and in the country where you live in now. So all of this experience brings a wealth of cultural diversity, and a unique perspective, and also understanding of how different cultures work that can really set your business apart and bring a, like I said, unique perspective to the business world. This can help you appeal to a broader customer base. They're likely going to be more culturally sensitive, be able to speak to people in hopefully not offensive or less offensive way, or at least more understanding way than those who've like never left the country before would when speaking to their customers. And you're just going to understand more where people who are from different walks of life are coming from. So all of this is going to allow you to have a diverse perspective in your business. It will also I'm a big believer in like having all those experiences I just mentioned just makes the wires in your brain connect more creatively and faster and in more unique pathways than someone who's non-immigrant. So that's going to apply to so many things in business, like when you're problem solving, when you're troubleshooting an issue, when you need to be creative about coming up with a way to address something, right? When you need to overcome a barrier, like you've got different synapses going on from those experiences that give you a leg up that you should feel proud of and that you should leverage in your business. The second one is resilience and adaptability. If you yourself have had to immigrate to a new country, or if your parents have, or your siblings or other family members, you and your family are likely going to have a stronger sense of resilience and adaptability than people who have simply not had to do that. Um, I can say, I wouldn't consider myself an immigrant currently, because I do live in the US where I was born, but I have lived in other countries. I've lived in Egypt, I've lived in Ecuador, I've lived in the United Kingdom, and all of these places. I had to really be adaptable and resilient to adjust to different cultural norms, to be out of my comfort zone, right? And I know my husband Mao, who moved countries, he's lived in multiple countries as well, but has for the last many years had to adjust and be resilient and be adaptable, to living more permanently in the US. And I've witnessed and seen all of the challenges and trials and tribulations he's had to go through. So we know where you're coming from. We understand that. And we believe that that makes you more resilient than the average person. And this is going to apply to your business to help you also be able to overcome challenges, right? Like, so some challenges that might come up in your current or future business, maybe just not a big deal for you because you've dealt with way bigger things in your life. Like maybe you've crossed the border, or maybe you've had to flee for your life, right? Or maybe you've had to leave everything behind. Maybe you know what it's like to be really poor and not know how you're going to eat the next day, right? Like these are all experiences that really put things in perspective when you have business challenges compared to folks who have not had any of these experiences. They might get completely overwhelmed and shut down at the first challenge in their business. And I don't have the exact statistic on hand right now, but there's some stat that's something like, I don't know, 80 or 90%, something very high percentage of businesses fail in their first year. And that's because the first year of starting a business is particularly challenging. And starting a business in general and growing a business is challenging. It's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it, right? And most people are not resilient, unfortunately, and really buckle in the face of a challenge. So if you are an immigrant, like I've said, you likely have more experience with challenges, or at least having to be adaptable. And these are all things that you can also apply and leverage in your business that's going to help you keep going, that's going to help you stay strong in the face of challenges and have some perspective to realize they may not be the end of the world, right? Okay, and number three, the other advantage we want to mention that you have as an immigrant business owner is having likely global networks. So if you're an immigrant or you're from an immigrant family, you likely have friends or family or some kind of connections both in the US and in your country of origin. And so leveraging these global networks can really open doors to international business opportunities, giving your business a competitive edge. So, for example, let's say you are starting an online business that could potentially have customers from all over the world. If you know people both in the US and in your country of origin, like, so for example, my husband in Ecuador, that really puts you ahead because you can start sharing your services with people in both those countries, and or share, your podcast or your social media posts, like your marketing, whatever it is, like it's just going to spread the reach faster. Right. And then those people, it's just a numbers game at that point. Like the more people you're able to connect with in your business and share your stuff with, the more they're going to share it. So the more people in more countries that are seeing your stuff and sharing it, like the more they will share with people they know in other countries as well. And it will just grow faster and more exponentially. So I hope this gives you some excitement and hope about advantages that you do have as an immigrant business owner currently or in the future, and all the entrepreneurial potential that is available for you. We are so excited to support you in this journey if it's something that you want to pursue, and we have different programs available to support entrepreneurs. Particularly, I love working with mission-based, heart-centered entrepreneurs who want to start businesses that are going to make the world a better place. So if that resonates with you, please do reach out. I'd love to connect and hear about your idea. You can reach me most directly on Instagram at Adina Applebaum, or you can email us at hello@immigrantfinance.com. Can't wait to connect, and best of luck in your entrepreneurial journey. I will see you in the next video. And lastly, please do make sure to subscribe. It really helps us reach more people. Take care.